is a master list of everything that seems to be closed or shuttered in Las Vegas. This is updated as of March 16th. I'm trying to bring you guys news as it happens here on the channel, so do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications. My last video got demonetized, therefore deranked in YouTube's system, because they don't like us talking about this current event stuff. They say that it's bad, but the way a lot of creators see it, how can we get the message out about what's going on if you're going to demonetize and derank us? It's a chicken and an egg thing, so make sure you hit the bell if you like these notifications and you want to know what's happening. I make a couple of videos a day nowadays and work my day job, which thankfully isn't in the tourism sector. My name's Steven and I'm not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a full-time Vegas blogger, and even before all this, I was still doing videos on Las Vegas, and we're going to get back to regular videos after this passes too. Here's a list of stuff, and if you want to support the channel, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below, and also consider Patreon or supporting the channel in other ways through the links description. I've been accused of being an e-beggar, but I don't think I'm an e-beggar. I'm just a person who's trying to get the word out. These videos take time out of my day, and I hope you guys would understand that those things do help. Fremont Street Experience has closed with no live entertainment, including the canopy, so you cannot go down and see that awesome light show. In the light of the current events, a lot of people have been piling down to Fremont Street for things to do in Las Vegas, and it's a big gathering place, but we all know that big gathering places right now are probably not a great idea. So having, 20,000 people under the canopy all within a few inches of each other may not be a good idea. They've also canceled the live bands that have been famous on Fremont Street for the past 15 or 20 years. They have brand name bands from the 70s, 80s, and 90s come down and perform for you for free. That's a cool benefit of being in Vegas, but that's done for now. MGM properties are closing as of Tuesday. A friend of mine that works at MGM said that they are telling people they are not taking new reservations until May 1st as it stands right now. That could change, but they are closed all of their venues, which means all of their cirque shows are gone, all of their live entertainment is done, all the restaurants are done. You can't walk into a MGM property as of Tuesday. The Wynn is also closing until further notice on Tuesday. The Wynn will be paying their employees for 2 weeks. We talked about that in a video just yesterday. I don't know if they're going to continue to pay further down the line. That would be very generous of them. MGM is laying people off. The Wynn is paying their employees. That is very nice. But with that, obviously, there is no Wynn. The Venetian and the Palazzo open for business, but I've heard a rumor, I can't prove it, that they're only allowing 3 people on a table per game, so that might just be to limit people's contact with one another. Let's talk about stuff. The Mob Museum downtown closed until who knows when. The Mob Museum is one of the top 250 museums in the entire country, according to USA Today and TripAdvisor. Let me turn my notifications off. How rude. Oh, look at that. That was somebody that was just contributing to my Patreon. That was nice of them. They get to be in the credits, and that's cool. They paid $1. I like 5. I like 500,000. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not an e-beggar, but I'm just telling you that they're going to be in the credits now after I do this video. So that's pretty neat. Let's see what else. Caesars is still open for business, but all live entertainment has been canceled. So if you can go to Caesars, you can do the Caesars thing. Their buffets are still open apparently, but all live entertainment is canceled, but the casinos are open. Can somebody do me a favor? Name all the Caesars properties in the comments below. Go ahead, do it. I know you could. I know there's Caesars. I know that there's like Harrah's, The Link, Planet Hollywood. Give me a complete list of Caesars properties below, please. Copperfield done. Penn and Teller's done. Now Penn and Teller's at the Rio, and I think the Rio's still open, but Penn and Teller being done is a big deal. They haven't canceled the show since 1993. Even when Penn Jillette was out for medical reasons, Teller still brought together the big names in magic in Vegas and had like a magic cavalcade of awesomeness. And they're done. They're done. So that sucks. ACM Awards has been postponed. Cirque is closed, even if it's at a non-MGM or Caesars property. They're closed. At the Cosmopolitan, all of the 4 restaurants at the Cosmo is closed. And Opium is owned by the people who run Absinthe, which is a Caesars show. As I mentioned, all the live entertainment there is done, while Opium is also finished for now. The World Series of Poker is still happening. That's obviously at the end of May, so they're thinking this is going to be blown over by then. Hopefully they're right. What do you think? Will it be blown over by then? I don't know. Let's talk about some local stuff. The Discovery Lead Children's Museum is closed from 3/16 today until 4/13 next month. All the schools in all of Nevada, not just Clark County, are closed. And what else do we have? We have UNLV being online only, and the Clark County jury trials have all been suspended. So if you're waiting jury trials, maybe you and your attorney's team can get together and make a better strategy for you. So you have a little bit of a stay of time before those jury trials happen. There are 26 known cases in Nevada right now. And let's get over to sports. Sporting events. We can play the Fox, you know, do-do-do-do-do-do. We can't do that because, you know, YouTube monetization, they'll be copyrighted. The Pac-12 tournament is done, obviously. The NCAA tournament has been done for the last week or so. NHL, go Knights go, but not this year because they are suspended. Maybe they come back. The LV Lights, which is a minor league soccer team, as you Europeans know it, football, they are finished. They are professional sports, but they're postponed or done. We don't know. The Aviators, baseball, minor league baseball affiliate of the Oakland Athletics, they have the best ballpark in all of minor league baseball, but they are currently suspended until further notice. The Mountain West Conference, which was another basketball tournament that comes here, and the people are so nice when they come in. They're just nice people. They're done. And the NFL draft is apparently still on. That happens at the end of April. That is going to be a day-by-day thing. Big conventions. CinemaCon. CinemaCon is no longer on. That's a 4-day event where the movie industry comes in. They have premieres of films. They have big movie stars that come in, and that's not happening. That usually happens at the Caesars properties, Caesars Palace particularly. ASD Market Week, which is a trade show dedicated to general merchandise sales, has been canceled. The National Association of Broadcasters has been canceled. The IWCE, which is a wireless expo, has been rescheduled to a later time. We don't know when, but it will happen. Oracle's NetSuite has been canceled. Hey, Oracle, I'm sure you can video conference 100,000 people, but it's not the same. You should have rescheduled that. If you're not rescheduling it, shame on you, because this city is going to be open for business in the future. NXT Global Summit, that has been canceled. Adobe's gathering for a while, that was like I think the first or second one, that's gone. Google is gone, I think that was the first or second one, and that's gone too. All right, state of affairs for Vegas. I went shopping today and I managed to get groceries. The way I shop is the way my wife always taught me. She likes to use this term called plan your attack. Very pragmatic and smart way to do it. I start at the furthest store I want to go to, and then I plan 3 or 4 stores in between. This is easy to do on Google Maps if you don't know how. I recommend what you do is you drive out to a place away from your house, and let's say it's a Walmart store, and then you plan and you tell Google Maps, I want to go home, and then on the way you add destinations, you add other grocery stores, and then it'll take you route by route by route. In this way, I go to the first store, and if they don't have what I'm looking for, I go to the second store, and I get what I need from the first store, and then if I get everything, I'm a winner today. If I go to the second store, and they have most of what I need, I got from the first to the second, now I'm still a winner. If I get all the way home and they don't have what I'm looking for, then I'm living in the current reality of America. But thankfully, I did get what I was looking for. I got 3 pounds of 96% lean ground beef and 3 pounds of 80% ground beef. So hey, look at that. You put that together, you have some tasty meats there. I also got 5 pounds of potatoes and 5 pounds of carrots. And I also got 36 eggs. I'm not panic buying, I'm just buying. I'm buying what people need when you live with a household with like 3 or more people and 3 little cats that need to eat and all that kind of stuff. Next up for me, I gotta go hunt down some of the medicated cat food that my 25-pound black Bombay cat needs, because he has a situation where he gets crystals in his bladder. It's all complicated. I'm not gonna bore you with that. That will be a fun one too. Might be on a waiting list for that. Hopefully he can ration his food. I love him so much. I love my cats. Anyways, that's what that is, and thank you for watching. If you want to be in the comments, be in the comments. Tell us what's happening in your neck of the woods. And I want to stress this, if you get to the end of the video, it's okay. Put this into perspective, all right? And turn off the news and do what they call a news fast. Don't be irresponsible, but the news right now is made to pull you emotionally. That's what the news does. And I'm not saying you shouldn't listen to the news, but I'm saying listen to your local government resources. because they're the ones who are not trying to shock the heck out of you. Listen to your local government. Listen to YouTubers that you trust. If you trust me, I'm honored. But don't go falling for the hype where you're going to the store and you're buying 10 of what you usually would buy one of. That doesn't help anybody. That just hurts everybody else around you. And that hurts your bottom line and your bottom dollar. My wife made a really good point. She said, you know, how are these people buying this much stuff? When somebody goes into, we're in a dollar store, and the lady tells me, we had a guy come in and buy 10 cases, 24 a piece, of the antibacterial wipes. He bought 240 of them. Now, that's $240. Did he have the money? I don't know. I mean, he might have been a person who had the money. But how are people affording stuff? Are you putting it on your credit cards? Are you liquidating your savings right now? Are you doing all that? And are you going to regret that later on when you look in 3 or 4 weeks' time and you have 24 cases of hand sanitizer, or you have a freezer full of meat that will eventually not be able to be used because of freezer burn, or you have 500 cans of canned goods, or you have 6,000 rolls of toilet paper? There was a man in Ohio that had 17,000, I think it was Ohio, 17,000 hand sanitizers. And he got outed on social media and people found out where he lived, and then they started ordering pizza to his house and harassing him and sending him death threats, and he decided to give it all up to the state and donate it. 17,000. You know, I guess he was profiteering, and that sucks. But, you know, hoarding mentality doesn't help. Don't live in a state of fear. Live in a state of faith. Live in a state of faith that everybody around you loves you very much. Just know we're all in the same boat together. And, you know, I was buying raisins at the dollar store, and I took all of them. So I'm going to get all these raisins. My wife says, why do you need all these raisins? I don't know. It's raisins, and you wanted some, and I'm a winner. And I felt bad that I put 2 of them back on the shelf. Come on. Be faithful. It's going to be okay. We're bigger than this. We've been through different times in the last 200 years that would make any of us have our skin run pale. Could you imagine people back in World War II times where they were told they were drafted? So, sorry, you're drafted. You got to go overseas, and you may never see your family again depending on what you do. And there's all sorts of craziness happening. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. So there you go. That's my video. Sorry about the editorialization at the end. I'm going to go put this on the YouTubes. If there's any major developments that happen, I'll do that too. As I mentioned in my Facebook group, Not Leaving Las Vegas, and on my social feed on YouTube, I'm going to be doing different videos on the history of these buildings in Vegas, the psychology of Las Vegas, the cool things about Las Vegas. So if you're just here for the news, hopefully you stick around for the views, because it's going to get a lot better from here. We'll talk to you guys later. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the Patreon link if you want to be in these credits, and we appreciate it. In 3, 2, 1, and click.